back into another episode of Two Fat Guys in a Dream. Of course, I'm your host with the most, Truman, the Steam Machine Steen. As always, I'm joined here by my father, Scott Steen. Scott, how are you doing?
Yeah, we're just playing through that. This is take 5 of the intro. So we're just playing through that little stumble. We're gonna make believe like that never happened.
We've had some
Doing
troubles.
well.
I've got the yips.
Thank you.
I've got the podcasting yips right now, honestly.
Got the yips. By the way, we're trying to get the mic levels adjusted. So if either one of our mics are too hot, if it's too loud, turn it down. Turn down your
just
uh,
keep the volume button handy. When I'm talking, go down. When he's talking, go up. And listen, that's what I would have to do, but instead we ask you, the viewer, to do it. It's really great stuff there.
it's an interactive show. Two Fat Guys in a Dream is certainly an interactive show. It's good to be here, Truman. We are both back on track. We're going to talk about the results of your low fat experience and talk about the progress that each of us are making. Of course, we want to thank everybody, first of all, for tuning in. Thanks for downloading at the podcast form. Thanks for checking out the video. You can always get it on Open Disaster Productions over there at Truman's YouTube channel. Check out his other great content as well. So,
Yes,
uh,
always like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. Hit the
do all
bell, I
those
guess.
things. Dog days of summer, getting hot this summer, getting hot this week, bud.
Oh my god! So our air conditioning was actually needed a recharge on the refrigerant, and so for like a week, we just kind of were like, maybe it's just not catching up. And then Friday morning, it was 78 degrees in the house, and we said, you know what? I think we should call somebody.
Yeah, we've all been there with that air conditioning too, where you're kind of talking yourself into it, and you're like, yeah, maybe it just takes a minute to get the place. It was pretty hot before, blah blah blah, and
Right.
a couple hours later, his temperature's still at 75, 76. You're like, oh, this ain't good.
Well, we moved on Saturday, and we had the door open all day, and we're like, okay, it's just not catching up. It's like, just needs time to catch up. And then, like, Monday was 74 in the house, Tuesday's 74, Wednesday's 75, Thursday's 77. We're like, holy shit, okay.
No, not going the right direction. So,
Yeah.
I do want to congratulate you. I know you've only been in your house a week, and already it looks like you have about 10 years worth of accumulated shit in your basement. So, congratulations.
Hey, we got the shelves up, and that's pretty nice now, So
Well,
that's good.
I could see how you needed them. So,
yeah.
congratulations. I know you guys have been together, living in the same spot for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that is quite a collection right there, my friend.
Yeah.
It's only going to grow because we are finally pulling our parental prerogative and closing down the storage unit. About half of our storage unit is stuff of the children, and I say children with quotation marks. Is
yeah, we're all adults. I'm the youngest one, and I'm 26.
Ain't none of them younger than
youngest,
26. So time to get your own shit and go store it because I'm tired of paying for it. So Dad ran over.
We got storage room now. So
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah, you do.
Yes.
I'll just give you the whole. I could give you the whole goddamn unit just to have you move the whole thing there.
Yes.
Your turn. You're it.
All right. Dad ran over. Let's get into the normal ranting, huh?
We got a new place. We're looking at a new place. Put down put down our fees and all that stuff. So we're in the process of waiting now. Pretty excited. My front door literally is across the street from a walking trail. So I no more excuses. I can't. I don't want to drive down to the trail. I don't have a car.
Right.
Yeah, all that's gone. So I've got it looks like I kind of scoped it out on Google Maps. It looks like it's somewhere around a half mile, which will be nice if you just want to do one lap. You get a little lather started. You want to work harder? You can just do more laps. So I'm pretty stoked.
And my new place is across the street from a McDonald's, so I have all the excuses still.
Excellent.
And I wake up every morning, I look out my window, and I say, "Not today, McDonald's, not today."
We're kind of in a little weird food desert. There's some food around, but it all sucks. Like by a Subway, or by a Papa Murphy's. There is a McDonald's there. There's a Quick Trip close, of course, because it's Kansas City, so there's a Quick Trip within a half a mile.
Dude, there's 2 Quick Trips within 5 minutes of my house.
Nice. Terrible Mexican place that we went and checked out the other night. So
I'm 3 minutes away from a Poncho's. I'm really starting to dox myself. If you guys start to just Google all these things I'm saying, you could probably figure out about where I live. So
Yep.
that's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, bud. So let's talk about how you did. First of all, we'll get me out of the way first.
You want to
Had
get
a
you
good
out of the
week.
way first. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, because there's more
Well, you go
detail to talk
first.
about with yours.
Well,
We'll
I
just
know.
talk.
Well, I mean, you know, you go back. It's fine. It's no. You go first. It's fine.
What?
I'll just give
You,
you a hard time.
you
No.
always go first.
No. You're going. You're going first. You got it.
I lo- Okay, well, I lost 2.3 pounds. I'm happy about it. All right, how'd you do?
No, stop. It is a great week, Scott. A 2.3 loss. You're down to 303.5. That brings you to 28.8 total loss. It actually means that, as people will see, you have overtaken me for the lead again. You are now 28.8 down. I'm only 28.6 down, and because you retook me.
Where
Yeah, you lost.
did we start almost exactly 50 pounds apart? Where did you start? 282, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was 281.3, so maybe 51 pounds apart.
Okay. We're maintaining that roughly 50-pound gap.
Yeah.
We're right in that neighborhood all the way through. So
Right, yeah,
our
because you're at 303.5, and as people will see, I'm at I think it was 252.9. So yeah,
right,
it's
right.
we're about
But we
yeah.
both are officially through the plateaus.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
We had some decent results last week. We had good results again this week. So I would say we're back on track. And yeah, I'm
You're doing
excited. I'm
great.
excited.
You're 1/5 of the way there. How does it
That's right.
feel? 1/5.
Yeah, it feels. I'll tell you what's intimidating is that I tell the story that a couple summers ago, I was at 382, and it seemed really intimidating to think of the fact that I had to lose 80 pounds just to get to 300 and then start a fucking diet.
Right. Yeah.
So the fact that I am and my goal, I told you at the beginning of the show, I wanted to be 300 by my birthday. That's going to be in. It's going to be in 2 weeks from when we're recording, which is Sunday the 9th. So there'll be 3 days past the weigh-in. So it may be the only time I change the weigh-in date. I make my official weigh-in date on Sunday if I'm not there on Friday.
I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to give as a birthday treat. I'm willing to let you weigh in on your birthday instead of
Or I may just give an update when we record. I'll still make my official weight the Friday weight, but as of the recording, I hope to be down there. So anyway,
Okay.
that's all. It's all good. Everything. I've been much more vigilant about what I'm putting in my mouth, making sure everything gets tracked, making sure everything gets recorded. So I know, and you had a good week as well. How much did you lose total?
If we look at mine, I'm uh I lost 1.5, another 1.5 pounds. I'm at
Okay.
252.9. Uh, I'm down. Wow, this is crazy to say. I'm down 35% of my goal. I'm 1/3 of the way there.
Over a third. Yeah, it's impressive. Very,
Yeah,
very impressive.
I
Are
just
you expecting? I know you had the in-laws in this weekend, and I know if I know anything about trips, the in-laws, they like to eat. They like to go to nice places. Like to have good food.
absolutely.
How had that play into your plans this weekend? Were you able to keep an eye on what you were doing, or did you say, "Fuck it, it's the weekend"?
It helps, not to, I think she's proud of this. Tina's mom is also doing on a kind of a weight loss journey. She's doing Weight Watchers right now. She's down, I want to say like 50 or 60 pounds. She's down a bunch, and so
And Weight Watchers is a good program if you stick to it. The points thing is super easy.
mhm.
The meetings are very valuable if you're the kind of person that needs them. And I'm going to talk about that here in just a minute about how that relates to our journey. So that'll be a good tie-in. So
Okay,
so that's good. So you're not although you told me you hit the V's brunch buffet today on Sunday, which
I
is
did.
one of the all-time great things, and there's not a good fucking healthy item. Oh, I guess there's a little 2 foot square where you could maybe get some fruit.
They give you a tiny plate of fruit. They bring it to you. Yeah, listen, I'm willing to right now, real quick. Anybody who lives in Kansas City and listens to this show, which is probably almost everybody who listens to this show, listen, if you guys need a brunch spot to go to, don't blow up my spot, but V's Ristorante Italiano, it's over there on Independence 40 Highway, uh, but it is $24, which is, you're like, okay, it's a brunch buffet, Truman, whatever. Listen,
Good price these days, by the way.
Yeah,
If you ain't been out to the brunch buffets, if you can find them, because there ain't many anymore,
right.
they're that's a reasonable price.
That's a reasonable price, not talking about the fact that it includes bottomless mimosas. And
Yep.
they've got not only bottomless mimosas, they've got poinsettias, which is cranberry juice. They've got pineapple juice mimosas. They've got grapefruit juice mimosas. They've got everything that you could
Yep.
possibly want mimosa wise, which is insane. So all for $24. It's all included.
If
Any
you want to eat a
juice,
bunch
champagne, yeah.
if you want to eat a bunch of unhealthy, yeah, because it also comes with, like, you can get a regular orange juice. You don't have to have champagne in it. It comes with all the juice you want too.
Yeah, you can just get juice.
So if you want to just eat a bunch of shitty food, but be too drunk to remember what it was, and then you don't feel bad about it, that's the place to go.
But the food's not bad.
Oh,
The pasta's awesome.
and they do some Italian things there. Of course, all the breakfast staples. Of course, they got Italian sausage as well.
Oh my
So,
god, I had a Cajun tortellini. Oh my gosh, it was
and I
the
know people are
worst
out
thing
there.
for me, but so
I
good.
know people are out there thinking, "Oh, V's, it's 100 years old. That's where my grandparents go." And I agree. I agree. It's not a hipster nouveau Italian place. But what they
Yeah.
do, they do it very well. And
You know
brunch is
why
what.
it's been open for 100 years? Because it's fucking awesome. Because it's great.
Well, see, that theory doesn't work when it comes to Dixon's chili.
Well, yeah. Somehow that one stays open. I really don't understand. But
I no. I was talking
but
to a buddy of mine this week. He was raving. My favorite place. God, I love Dixon's chili, and oh, it makes me
oh
doubt
my
everything I
god.
know about him.
That's
So
crazy.
anyway,
But yeah.
all right.
Sorry,
So
that's my little thing about V's. But so having somebody else there who was also kind of on a weight loss journey where they're trying to do something healthy, it always elevates you to do something healthy. It's kind of the Weight Watchers mentality. It's the podcast mentality that we do here. I just it is easier to do these healthy things when everybody's kind of cheering you on or somebody else is like, look, I'm also doing something healthy. So,
and you stole my thunder because that's exactly what I wanted to talk about.
oh, sorry.
I think we've made some discoveries in the 22 episodes we've done here or whatever.
Absolutely.
I think one of those discoveries it is important to have a buddy.
Yeah.
It makes you accountable. There are plenty of times when I've had a bad week or two, this stretch that I just came through a couple weeks ago. It'd be the perfect time to give up. Normally, that'd be the time. Oh, I had some results. I did pretty good. I can treat myself for a couple of days, and then you're off the wagon. Slippery slope. You're sliding right down, and your ass is in the cold water. So, because we have accountability, because we do this every week, and we have not only each other, but we have a small but rabid fan base, I would say.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
it is important to put up results. Otherwise, what are we doing? We're doing a weight loss podcast, but nobody's losing weight. So that's not very entertaining, and is ultimately going to not be very successful. So
Right.
I did want to say that I think that is important. If you decide to go on your own weight loss journey, find another fat fucker out there and go on that journey with them.
Hey, and Scott, I couldn't ask for a better fat fucker than you. I appreciate
Ah,
that.
that on a t-shirt, would you?
Yeah, there you go.
But it's that's going in the book. That's going in the book for sure.
Yeah.
Um, oh yeah, now how do you find the parameters and the ease of the low fat diet?
Uh, so the low fat diet,
How
it's.
many times of fat are you eating a day?
I think we talked about what it was like. It was 50 to 80, right? Is about
Yeah.
where we wanted to be in.
And I think 80's high, man. I really do.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it pretty damn close to 50. So it's, you know, we talk nowadays because like the low fat stuff doesn't exist as much. The
Right.
low fat things are things that we could probably afford to be low fat. A low fat cheese, a low fat cottage cheese, stuff like that is. I think I got no problem with that stuff having a low fat version because you just take a little bit of cream. I know how they're getting the fat out of that. They're just taking a little bit of cream off the top. But we talk about like what was the devil's food cakes or the what are they
Snackwells.
called? Snack wells.
Snackwell.
I was
Yeah.
gonna call them
There's got
snackums or smackums. I knew it was something along
a
the lines like that.
whole line of those. Crackers, cookies, cakes,
Right.
all kinds of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Snackwell's a big deal.
but I think the way that they were getting there is not as, I don't know, maybe a little more witch magic, maybe a little more chemical magic there.
Well, they added sugar. They added sugar
Oh
to
yeah,
make them taste better.
right,
So, that's the thing. America's been on a low-fat diet for the last 20, 25 years, and America's consistently gotten fatter.
right, absolutely.
So, I think I think judging it empirically, looking at the evidence, you can officially say low fat over a long period of time ain't the answer.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Now, it does keep a lot of unhealthy foods out of your gullet. And a lot of those foods also happen to be what? High in carbs.
Right, that's true.
So, if you're not eating cookies, if you're not eating cake, you're not eating burgers, that's a lot of carb, not eating French fries.
Yeah,
That's a lot. There's a lot of crossover there between low fat and low carb. Now, the difference is you can have some soda. Have goddamn soda if you want to, huh?
that is true. That is true. I have had a couple sodas this week, just because it technically fit into the plan. But I've tried not to overdo it. I've tried not to abuse it. But if I had a work meeting that said, "Hey, we brought soda up. Would you like soda?" I had a soda, and that's fine. Um,
There you go. Treat yourself.
but I still, and I can't even really abuse the soda thing, even if I wanted to, because if I drink a soda while I'm not eating food, I feel really shitty, and I can't even go like, oh, I'll get a Mountain Dew this morning because I can have the soda. I'm gonna have a little extra soda. And nope, no shot, because there's no reason for me to make myself feel that bad.
Yeah.
And that's, the healthier you get, it's one of those things. It's kind of one of those things that snowballs where you're like, man, I don't want to eat that because I know how that makes me feel. I go to buffets, and even going to like these, we talked about going to the buffet. I don't eat as much as I do because I remember I like legit get so full that I was getting like almost anxious or like nauseous afterwards. Where I was like,
Yeah.
man, I've got like brain fog right now because I'm just like so overly stuffed and feeling so
Hmm?
terrible. Where I'm like, I want to go run or work out or go do something, anything to get this feeling in my stomach out of that. Even though that's how much, it's one of the things. I have friends that still go eat a bunch, because it's fun or they think it's kind of
Right.
funny or whatever. But man, I
They
can't.
weigh
I
100. They weigh
legit,
100. They weigh 150 pounds and can't
right.
gain an ounce. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know those people.
exactly. Yeah. And I can't even do that much anymore because I feel so bad when I'm that stuffed full. But
Yeah.
it's so I've got that self-governing limit. I'm not quite like a golden retriever. I've got a little bit of a governor on myself, so I'll shut myself down a little earlier now, just because when I don't overly stuff myself, when I'm not, I feel so much better, and that's
Yeah.
again, it feels so dumb to say now as we do all these healthier things, but I feel better, quite simply. I sleep better. I go up the stairs and I'm going up the stairs carrying stuff with people, and they're going back up the stairs and they're winded, and I'm like, man, I'm feeling great up these stairs right now. I feel,
Breath. Yeah.
yeah. I was like, this is,
And I was going to say if I've got any contemporaries out there that are roughly my age-ish, one of the great benefits for me, around the end of last fall, I started getting like super stiff. Every time I'd sit down, if I sat down for longer than 30 minutes, it was painful to get up. I'm like, well, fuck, I guess this is just my life because I'm old. Well, apparently it's not, because just taking that 30 pounds or so off of me has made that go away.
mm-hmm.
All the joint pain, all that shit's gone. I can only imagine as this journey continues, the increasing health benefits that I'll feel, um, as I continue to drop the weight. So, and for me, that's huge right there. Plus, like you said, you're sleeping better, your clothes fit better. You got to wear your suit and all that. Yeah, nothing but
Absolutely.
good stuff ahead. So, this
Yes.
is going to be a pretty quick episode because I know that we don't have a mom's minute. We talked to her today, and we had her traditional Sunday call. Oh shit, I didn't record one this week, so I know she's got a bunch ready to go.
Yeah.
I just need to sit down with her on one of her days off and get a couple in the can. So we got
I know.
those moms minutes fans. We got more coming. Just
Yes.
we're just building the suspense, and the absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Um, I will say one more thing to add on about being at the 250 range is I can feel that my body is comfortable here. If we stopped here, I think if I kept up enough exercise and kept up an okay diet,
Right.
I feel like I could stay right here forever. But
Well, and I'm go ahead.
no, sorry. I'm that much more excited just to keep going because I'm ready to cut the diet and keep being healthier and keep exercising. I'm starting to lift because I have a community center, so I've been lifting a little bit more, and I'm excited to put on the muscle, get the arms back, and we get a little definition in the neck here, a little definition in the back. I'm excited. I'm excited to feel that much better because I know how good I feel right here now, especially with how high up I went. That I don't have that desire to go back up like that.
Are you still morbidly obese?
Yeah, right. I think so.
Do you know your morbidly obese number?
Let me. I
Like the
know that
BMI?
my obese number I believe is 205. I think.
I think it's right around 200 for in the low twos for me as well.
Right. Let's see. Calculate your body mass index. Let's see. My height. We're gonna call myself 5'10", and that's for everybody who knows me, they're like that guy's 5'10" for sure. Let's see. Let's put it 250, 253. We'll call it.
Unless you have friends that are 5'11" or 5'8".
All right. My BMI is 36.3 right now.
Okay.
I can't remember what that means.
High.
I know it's high. I know obese. You have to have a BMI under 30 to no longer be obese.
Well, you are under 30.
No, I'm at 36.
I think it's 26. Oh yeah, 36. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm at 36.3. I'm in the obesity category. I don't know. Hold on. BMI range to be morbidly obese. Hold on. To be
Good podcast would have had this shit planned out or cut this part out.
right. No, but we'll keep it going. We like to keep it in there for everybody. I am still morbidly obese.
Okay.
35 to 39.9 is morbidly obese.
Okay.
And
Closing in.
with one or more severe health conditions or a BMI of 40 or greater.
Well, you and I will have to when we get out of morbid obesity, we'll have to go celebrate at the Italian brunch.
Heart Attack Grill, or yeah.
Never been to a Heart Attack Grill. That just seems to make no sense to me.
Nope, I don't even as I'm not very sensitive. Obviously, the name of the show is Two Fat Guys and a Dream. I'm not very sensitive about my weight or how much I weigh, but I still have never wanted to go to something like that. Where it's like, hey, you're so fat, you can eat for free. That is never.
Yeah. What is it? 300 pounds?
I thought it was 350, maybe.
Oh, that's a shame. I better hurry.
Let's see. 240 would put me out of it. Hold on, let me see. 245. So yeah, I need to be about 244, 243. So I'm about.
All right.
I'm still about 10 pounds away from being out of morbid obesity.
All right, big doings ahead. Nice.
Yeah, right. And hold on, let me see if I can just make sure I get the obesity number, just so we know what we're shooting for. Obesity is 20. Let's put. I believe it was 205. Yeah, 20. Yeah, I think it's 208. 208 for sure. So there you go.
All right.
So 208 for me is what I'm shooting for. 243 is what I'm shooting for to get out of morbid obesity.
Godspeed. And I know mine's lower because I'm 5'9".
Yeah, but again, I see your goal weight's 200. If you hit 200, I bet you'll be out of obesity, and instead you'll just be overweight.
And honestly, I don't care. And here's the thing: if I weigh 200, I'm going to have a few pounds of skin. That's just the way it is.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be super happy to get to 200. I doubt I don't want to stop, but.
And BMI, it's for the record. As always, we like to put a couple things just so you guys know how we feel about it. BMI is a totally outdated metric. It's just not. It doesn't really exist in today's world. It doesn't make any sense.
I think insurance companies still use it. If I'm not mistaken, I think so. I think like life insurance companies and shit.
I'm sure anything to charge you more. I'm sure, but
believe it. Believe it.
Trust me, I was down at 208 when I was a junior in college. I got really in shape, and I mean, good. I was looking good, feeling good. Probably, the height of my athletic ability was probably that moment,
Right.
and I was still technically overweight or obese.
Right. Right.
I was teetering between overweight and obese, and that's just not how it is. So
Oh yeah, I mean,
don't put too much stock in BMI.
I played sports at 5'9", 220, 225, and ran the ball.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I didn't run the ball much. I was a fullback, but still, I was in the backfield. I wasn't a tackle.
No, right. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm in great shape. I can fucking run all day and never fast. And we got that steam speed. We got that burst.
I got a burst.
We're good for about 5 yards, and then you're like, oh shit, it's
I was
over.
good for about 100. I ran they do the fat guy relay. Well, I was a thrower in 8th grade, and I remember people were like, "Whoa, yo, you got some speed on you," and I was like, "Yeah, just a little bit, Get that
I saw you
speed.
run. Well, I saw you run the. What did you run in middle school? The
200.
Like
I was big on the
200.
Yeah.
You weren't going to the Olympics.
Listen, but I hurt myself like midway through that track season, so that'll always be my excuse. I strained my gluteus medius, actually.
Oh,
one of the easiest muscles to strain, actually. So
yeah, it sucks. I know where that is. I've done it many times.
Yep. So
not fun.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right.
A little bit of history lesson, a little bit of BMI, a little bit of everything here on the episode.
You never know what direction we're going on this show. We're just.
We like to keep you guys guessing. You never know what my volume of voice is going to be relative to Scott's volume of voice. You never know if we're going to mess up when we're talking. And on the bright side, you guys don't have to know how many times that we had to redo the start to today's episode. So that'll be good. But you guys know what you should be doing. That's subscribing, liking, commenting, doing all the stuff over there on youtube.com/ or I guess it's actually not / Open Disaster Productions, but just search Open Disaster Productions on YouTube. Hey, we really appreciate if you guys subscribe. It really helps us. We've been putting out some shorts. I had a short or two. Dad, I don't know if you knew that, but you're on TikTok. I put you on TikTok.
I did not know that. How am I doing?
I think you did all right. They love you. They couldn't get enough of you. More Scott, they said. I don't.
Am I viral yet?
They said, "Is that your dad?" I'm confused about the relationship with this older man. That's what they said. So
yeah, well, yeah, love is love, man. Don't worry about it.
Oh, somebody commented. I had one comment on the video. They said first, so that's cool. They're the first person to comment on it, so that's good.
I think we all know what that means. Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Hey, we like you guys so much. We decided to do a 20-minute episode this time. So I don't know, how long is this so far?
We're going to be right around 30 minutes. And that's, listen, guys, the last two have been an hour almost. I think one was over an hour. One was just short of an hour. We always try to keep this podcast in about 45 minutes. So you guys are owed a couple 30-minute episodes here.
There's one to help the average.
Right. And again, guys, we really appreciate you. If you wanted to see more of our my constant stream of consciousness, you could head on over to twitter.com/steammachine or tiktok.com/steammachine. You can go check out Scott's Twitter @Steamroller. You haven't tweeted at all in a while, but
the only thing I tweet out is this video once a week. That's about all. That's about all I tweet these days. So
yeah,
good times.
But either way, following us on all that stuff really helps. But yeah, I think that's
Find a buddy. Pick a plan. Stop eating so many carbs. That's my last piece of advice.
Stop eating carbs. Low-fat diets nowadays are probably okay because they will limit you. If you follow it, actually, it'll limit you because you can't eat the ground beef. You shouldn't be eating bacon, things like that it kind of limits you on. Right. It limits you to very, healthy meats, fish. Well, I guess the fish is technically kind of out. Some of the fish is in. Some of the fish is out. I want to say salmon is high in the fatty oils, but
how oily it is. Yeah, basically the better it is for you, the more you probably can't eat it because it has a lot of
omega-3s.
Omega-3s. Thank you. Yes, I had a brain fart there. So
yeah,
which is fat. It's the good fat. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I would fried foods. I mean, it also eliminates a lot of fast food, gas station foods. I mean, so
There are some good things about the low fat diet, and like we talked about earlier, I think a lot of those good things are crossover with low carbs and low sugar.
Hmm.
Cuts out all your desserts,
Yep.
which is high carb, high sugar. Cuts out all your fried foods, which is all high carb. So yeah, there's some good stuff. Like you said, the difference is really your meats. Low carb, you can have whatever fucking meat you want. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Uh, on the low fat diet, you're obviously you're limited to a lot of lean red meat, white meat, that kind of thing. A lot of turkey, a lot of chicken, things like that. So, and I will say this finally, and then we'll get out of here. We promised half hour, so we're going to do that. I would just say, no matter where you're at today, if you're some godly number and you're like, I don't even know how I could do this. It'd be 2 years before I could even accomplish my goal. You know what? Go ahead, started, because you know what's going to happen. You're still going to be around in 2 years, God willing. Except now you're still going to be fat. So get started. Do something. Eliminate a little bit. Drop a soda a day. Use lean. I mean, use start using wheat. Start using whole wheat and stuff. Just make some small changes. Get off the couch. Start taking steps. Start taking 100 extra steps a day. Fuck whatever you can do. Start the journey.
30 minutes of exercise might not seem like a ton, but it is still 30 minutes more than you would have done anyways. So,
Get
absolutely.
30. Get 30 a week. Start with
Right.
30 a week. Can you do 5 a day? You can do 5 minutes a day. Can you
Yeah.
get up one extra time and fucking walk for 5 minutes? Do that. That's how I started. I started at 5 minutes fucking walking, and now I'm up to I could go an hour at this point. So it'll come, and it'll come faster than you think. Your body wants to snap back. Body wants to be healthy. Help it out.
Absolutely.
That's it. I'm done.
Yep. So, as always, guys, we appreciate you being here. The believers, the dreamers, and even the fat guys, of course. I've been Truman Scott. That's been Scott Steen. We'll see you guys next week with hopefully even better results and hopefully even better conversation. See ya.